that you got with AI XDR as we move you to level 5. And of course, just which we're going to see very shortly, there's a new module called BAS, the Breach Attack Simulation, which again is something you can also leverage here to conduct purple team. Of course, you can see a lot of these compliance workflow they've been optimized in the AI XDR. You have executive level reporting. So you can see it's not just about the technology now. You also have the processes and you also have the people part. So this together makes your maturity level 5 indeed. And that's thanks to AI XDR. And of course, um, we're not resting on an or, as Christians, for those who are Christians on the call, there's a particular verse in the Bible, Proverbs 4:18. The path of a just man is like a shining light that shines more and more and more. So that is what we believe. Whatever you get today as positive should be more and more and more. So you should not just stay in one, "Ah, okay, I'm fine." No, we want to get more and more and more. Unfortunately, in the CMMI model, we don't have level 6 yet. What we have is level 5. But this level 5 is still detection and response. So because we want more, we now went ahead to say, how can we make this level 5 prevention first? So not just detection and response, okay? We want to make it prevention first. And we now have some complementary security stacks that will help us to achieve the prevention first. So the AI XDR is still there to deal with the detection and response, but we want to make sure we have a prevention first. And we have these three tools, which we call Threat Intelligence Gateway. Basically, Threat Intelligence Gateway is a solution that sits before your firewall. So empirically, you have close to 60 to 70% network traffic dropped at the gateway. So the firewall would not even have to see those traffic. And those are bad traffic, malicious IPs. Based on threat intelligence, we know this IP is bad. Why would you want your firewall to even have anything to do with it at all? It is not doing DPR, it's just looking at the source IP. Based on the threat intelligence from multiple sources, we're operationalizing it to say, okay, an attack happened somewhere. We have the IOCs, we have the IOAs. Before they come into the network, I drop them. So over 60% of the load that the firewall should carry is out. So you can see the firewall will process lower, and the SIEM that is now detecting and responding will do a better job. So that is prevention first. Number two, and the ultimate, we also have the microsegmentation, all right? Not network segmentation. Microsegmentation basically blocks and prevent lateral movement at the host level, not at the network level. So what happens if an attacker managed to bypass all your defenses and they're in? Yes, while they're doing lateral movement, security XDR would detect that. But with a microsegmentation in place, the lateral movement will not even happen in the first instance. So you can see less pressure on detection and response because you are now taking heed on the prevention first. And of course, you have the security validation that continuously you want to stress test your environment. Now you have the BAS that is coming with secure, but the BAS simulates, okay? You now have the Horizon 3 solution that is going to emulate just like the real thing, but without being destructive. So these are the three complementary tools that we recommend for organizations that are already on level 5 so that they can now be prevention-based level 5, if you will, level 6, and not just level 5 and say, "Oh, you know what, that's the ultimate, we're right there." Remember, we always want to have more and more and more. Hence, we brought this to bear. As I conclude, and, achieving SOC level maturity 5 with AI XDR delivers a lot of benefits and operational benefits too, both financial benefit and operational, benefits. So you can see you're going to eliminate a lot of redundant tools. It doesn't matter, like Chandra said before, it doesn't matter the numbers of users in the environment or which verticals you play at. With Secure, will take you straight to level 4. And from that SOC maturity level 4, we are able to add these, other capabilities to bring you to level 5. So what hitherto cannot even be conceived by an SMB, for instance, right now with AI XDR, that is what to get. So thank you very much for the time. I'm happy to take your questions. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can shoot me some lines and we get talking. Once again, thank you very much, Secure, for giving this opportunity.
Yes,
Chandra,
Sunny, I
take it
think
away.
I had one question for you because I know your team did some uh, work without kind of even informing us, did some uh, comprehensive comparison of some EDR, EPP tools and all that in there. So love for you to just talk
Oh,
about it for a couple of minutes, if you don't mind.
okay.
Because you have not even shared all the detail with us as well. So I will love to have everybody here same time, you know.
Yeah. I'll do that. Just give me 1 second. And now, how I missed that now, I have no idea. Just give me 1 second. Um, just give me 1 second to share the slide.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. So
Hmm.
just to give everybody context that Sunny didn't tell us anything. And one day he kind of like, call and uh, share with me that, hey, we had some like, comprehensive testing done, blind testing without telling anyone. And we got some results which we love to share. And those things we definitely expect from our partners to kind of like always come back. And look, we are never perfect. We want to make it better and better. That's basically this whole community is all about it. So love to him to share because I have not seen all these things and none of my team members as well. So love to you to talk about it for a few minutes.
All right, great. Thank you very much. I mean, I did not intentionally skip that, just kind of skip my mind. Like I said earlier, we have a pen test solution called Note Zero, Horizon3.ai. Check that out. If you want more details, shoot us some mails and let's talk. So normally what we'll do is that, apart from us delivering services, we want to deliver services that works. We're delivering services based on integrity. So, what we did, we have an EDR, and this EDR is a top EDR, one of the top three, you can guess. And I know that EDR has been around from Secure over 3 years or 4 years ago. But personally at SMSAM, we're not just fancied by that EDR because come on, we have the best EDR in the market. So why do we want to, go with Secure EDR? But something happened towards, I think, I can't remember now, towards May, yeah, towards the second week of May. So there was this time that Secure released version 11.202 or something. And what I read from the release note, I'm like, wait a second. I have been with Secure for many years, so I'm not doubting their capability. But this capability of this EDR, I want to test it. I don't want to believe that because this is not what I expect from Sekion, you know, compared to what we have seen with other tools. So I told my team, hey, look at the claim that Sekion is making. Let's test. And the guys that test, Tunde, Babatunde, Rudolph, and his team, and they install the Sekion EDR together with this particular EDR we have. The first thing we notice, Secure EDR can coexist with existing EDR. No problem. Extremely light. That was the first thing we noticed. We now run pen tests. When we ran this pen test, a lot of stuff. Okay, maybe at this point, let me just hold on and let me call Tunde in. Tunde in 2 minutes. What was the result of your pen test? Of course, no mentioning of the names of the EDR, but I can assure you it's one of the top. Okay, let me bring it down. Top two, not even top three. So again, you can guess. Okay, so I will allow Tunde to just let us know. You don't have your mic. Okay, so unfortunately, Tunde doesn't have his mic, but he will talk. He will talk from here. So just listen to him and let him tell you what he did.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So basically, we ran the pen test from our environment, and one of the things we noticed that Sekion was able to do, which every other EDR was not able to do.
No, the EDR we
The other
tested,
EDR, right?
that
The
top
one
EDR,
tested.
not every other, the top EDR.
Yes. So, first of all, Sikion was able to detect things at host level. For instance, activities within the OS logs. Now, the EDR that we have, right, has no visibility to the OS logs, which is one of the things that Sikion picks up. And in truth, the visibility we got from that alone was really massive, because there are a whole lot of activities, right, for a pen tester or even an attacker, right, that will be happening. Because again, when you look at this from a practical point of view, the EDR is a behavioral, base. That's how it picks things, a behavioral, approach. Now, if you wait for that kind of detection for behavioral patterns, there are a lot of things are happening that you are missing out on. And Sikion EDR was able to pick these things and give us, in-depth visibility that we were eventually able to use to create UDAs and create detections that, on every level puts you several steps ahead of the attackers. And I think that's very, very massive. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. So you heard from the horse's mouth. Thank you, Chandra.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks for doing it blindly, not even telling us what you guys are up to and all that. And thanks for sharing it with the community, because I know that it matters to all of our partners as well. I know some of them has been kind of like already using, and their partners and customers have been using our AI XDR and PMAX. But it was great to see some of the results you guys have done. And thank you so much, Tunde and team for doing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks, Sunny, for the session. This is very useful for many organizations who are looking to get into the different level of SOC maturity. And this presentation is very timely. And one thing I do want to mention, that it is going to be available, so people can look into journey if they are starting their journey, how to get to the maturity level 5. It should not be very long journey with the Sekian platform if you go with that approach. And there are people to help you out with that. So thank you, Shani, for a great session. I will yield to Maggie. Maggie, you can take it over.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the
Recording
session.
stopped.
Thank you so much, Sunny, for your time and wonderful presentation. Coming up next, we're going to shift into a session focusing more on what's new across Sekion, especially on our platform, and how these innovations are being used in the field. We have Chandra Pandey again coming up, and Smit Kadakia and Tom Erdo, who will be walking us through the tools, insights, and business impacts that come with the latest release into. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah, I think Smith should be
Recording
Smith,
in
you are ready to
progress.
take it over.
Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Smith, we cannot
okay.
see you though,
Yeah, and I'll put on the video as well. Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys, can you see me now? Yeah?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So what we will go through today is that this whole 3 day sessions that we are going to go over, we are going to go through many innovations with specific session on the individual innovations. I wanted to focus primarily on the product positioning in terms of what packages we have and what the customers will get out of it and why it is important for them from both the partner's perspective as well as customer's perspective, and wanted to make sure there is some clarity around that. Okay, so with that as a backdrop, let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, you should be able to see my screen now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that will be the focus here. Now, let me give you a little background about me. I'm one of the co-founder at Sikion, and I look after many things, specifically on the data science side, and I work with many customers as well. And along the